Welcome to part 2 of the QuickSale 2.0 sales screen demonstration. In the last section, we had started an invoice, put some items in, we played around with some discounts for a few items, and we looked at the options to combine repeated items, turn it on and off with our fruity bananas. And we also had some serial numbers in there. Okay, and we've got a total. So let's continue and show you how the various sections of this screen work, the remaining sections, how they work. Now, in the header portion, this is where the invoice number will appear when you have an existing invoice. When you're doing a new transaction, it remains blank and you should not enter anything there. There's the branch code, the transaction type, whether it's invoice or credit note, and for several of these fields, the option may be that they are turned on, they're enabled or disabled, locked or unlocked, according to the settings of your particular your particular site, your system administrator. It will vary from company to company. Some people may want their staff to be able to enter credit notes, in which case this will be unlocked. In other cases, you're just to enter invoices, so this will be locked. In this particular installation, which I'm using to show you in this demo, the type is locked, the date is locked, the customer you can change, the contact is locked, but you can enter a reference. Deliver to Oistins. You can enter a purchase order number. You can change a delivery address, or edit a customer's delivery address, or indicate that the sale is for delivery, or that there is a delivery address, I should say. You can choose a salesperson if you have more than one. In some cases, this field may be locked, as it is now, to the default salesperson, which is store sales. Then there's the location, and this field here is for the display name of the cashier. At the very bottom, there is a till number, and each computer, each station running QuickSale should have a unique till ID number so that you can identify where the sale was done. Okay, now we've got some items here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter a payment. This is a cash transaction. I'll come back afterwards and show you how we would enter a charge sale. It's basically just changing the name here from cash to charge to the name of a charge customer, a credit customer. So that's relatively easy to do. Now for payment, you would have remembered that I mentioned the F7 tab feature, which if you press F7, it jumps directly to the item box, and from the item box to the grid with the items you're selling. The header also has a function key, which is F11. And if I press F11, it jumps to the header. There's also a fast function tab key for payment, which is F8. Press F8 and it takes you directly to the default payment method, which is cash. This transaction is $18.11. Let's say they tendered $50, and there's your change of $31.89. It can also handle multiple payments. Let's say the person tendered $30, let's say $10 cash, and the rest was by credit card. I could press F12 and it puts the remainder on the credit card. It automatically puts that in. You could type it in as well, but F12 is really fast. F12 also reverses. I can press F12, it takes that out. I can come back here, press F12 by the tender for the cash, and that brings that also back to 0. Now, let's say someone gave you a check, a debit card, or credit card, which are exact amounts. You don't need to enter $18.11. Anywhere in this column, beside the particular payment method, just press F12. If it's a check, F12 fills it in instantly. Really fast, really quick. And you can come here if you wish to and put in the check number. In this instance, however, we're going to go for cash. I'll reverse this, F12, to set it to 0 again. See? On, off, on, off. And we'll come here and we're tendering $50. So the person's change is $31.89. Now, below the summary, there is an invoice discount section. And I'll just come back here and take that cash out for the time being and show you how this works. Now, if you notice the section here with the discount, some items are discounted, others are not. The fruity banana, this one has a 50% discount, and the Coke at the bottom, the two Cokes, have a 10% discount. If you wanted to give an across the board discount, say I want to give 5% discount on the entire bill, you could do that by coming here and type in 5, and this will set everything to 5%, and it recalculates the total. So the invoice is no longer $18.11, it's $18.33. Below that, there is the access code override for the supervisor, in case you have a supervisor who needs to come and swipe their card so that they can grant a percentage discount or a price that the cashier is not allowed to do, or it's above the cashier's limit. Okay, now let's get back to the payment part really quick. Just press F8. You're at the payments. Sorry, I pressed the wrong thing there. F8. You're at the payments. Pressed F9 just now, that's the taxes. At the payment, we enter the $50. Okay, the change is $31.67, and it's just a matter of saving it. Now, to save, you don't even have to take the mouse and click. You can press F6. We have it set to till slip number 2. And what we're going to do now is we press F6, and this is going to save the transaction. Up comes the screen to print. Now, I could just hit enter, and if this was a real setup with a printer, it would print it for you. Because I'm showing you this on screen, I will preview it. And here we go. There is our till slip receipt. I'll just set this to make it look like a receipt. This is set for letter size paper. I'll just set it to one of these column slips. So there you go. That's what it would look like. Let's maximize that a bit, maybe 150%. Okay, and resize it here. Good. There's the name of your company, the address, the VAT registration number, invoice number, the date and time the transaction occurred, the account number, and the customer name, which is the cash sales account. This particular layout has the quantity, the price, subtotal, tax total, and it's got a summary at the bottom of the total, tendered, the change, the name of the cashier, and thank you for shopping with us at the bottom. So there you go. That's your slip, and that's the first sale going through. Now, for those of you who are familiar with QuickSale, you would know that we have some different layouts. If I call that invoice back up, I can reprint that again using the invoice layout here. And if I print that, this is the same exact invoice, but look at the layout now. This is a 8.5 by 11 letter size sheet, and it's a full page layout. This could be used for maybe delivery purposes or whatnot, because there are some cases where people prefer not to have a till slip receipt in some cases. We can also add your company logo. We have a layout here, and if I print that one and use that layout, this is the same exact invoice again, but here what you have is a logo, company logo here, and a slightly different layout for the items at the bottom. And this is a three-part invoice, by the way. You've got the original. It also comes customized in this particular case with a warning about return checks and so on. Now this is the original copy, this is the delivery copy, and this is the office copy. So we can do 3-part, 4-part, 5-part. We can customize it for you, put your logo on the invoice, and make it look, all nice and good. Okay, now so that's it for doing an invoice. When we come back, I'll be showing you how to do a charged sale, and we'll be looking at some of the other features and functions of this new sale window in QuickSale. So see you when you get back. Thanks and take care.